So with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Hanukkah, and of course Christmas right around the corner, it's time to give you guys the top 10 list of best things to get gamers for 2022 and I guess 2023. So this video is for people that have a significant other that is into gaming, or if you are a gamer yourself and you're just trying to spoil yourself for the holidays. But before we start, just know that none of these items are ordered in any particular preference. They're just ordered because I decided to do it in this order. Let's begin. Oh, and this list works for both PC gamers and console gamers, so whether you fall in one of the two categories, it works for you. So number one on the list, of course, something that everybody needs, whether you're a console gamer or a PC gamer, is a keyboard. All right, you're gonna need this at some point in your life, and there is no better keyboard than the Logitech G560 keyboard. I swear by this, and I think this is one of the best products on my table, and I'm listing this as number one even though I said I wasn't gonna have a preference. This is definitely number one on the list because I think everybody should have one of these keyboards. Now this keyboard uses Roamer G switches, so it's super light on your fingers. It has dual connectivity, so you can connect to one device using Wi-Fi and the other device using Bluetooth, and you can swap between the two devices whenever you want. It also has G buttons on the side, which act as additional hotkey buttons, so you can remap these to make things on Photoshop or editing a lot more easier, or you could use it as miniature keys to replicate an Elgato Stream Deck. And just to put the cherry on top, this keyboard has like 3 years of battery life. I kid you not, I bought this thing like 2 years ago, and not once have I gotten any type of notification that the battery is low. Now number two on the list, of course, if we're gonna talk about peripherals, we gotta talk about the mouse. All right, this mouse here, this is the Logitech G502. I swapped to this not too long ago, but I absolutely love it. I was using an ergonomic mouse before, but when I swapped to this, it was just a night and day difference. Whenever I'm doing any type of gaming on my PC, the responsiveness is so freaking accurate. And you don't have to take my word for it. Other big names like Ninja and Shroud and many others have used this mouse and they absolutely love it too. So hey, if it works for them, it works for me too. One of the great things about this mouse is that it has so many different buttons which you can remap to anything on your keyboard. So like, let's say you don't want to use your E button, you can remap that so you could use one of the side buttons on this mouse. I mean, look, even the mouse wheel has 3 buttons to it. You can move it to the left and to the right. Isn't that so funny? Like, that's a lot of buttons. Number 3 on the list, we did talk about this earlier, but I am talking about the Elgato Stream Deck. Now this device is great for not only gamers, but also office users. I use this thing all the time whenever I'm like on my computer doing any type of work, or when I'm editing, or when I'm playing games, of course. You could use this thing to open up applications, play music, switch music. God, I mean, I'll be here all day just talking about all the hosts of features you can do with this. And one of the best features about the Elgato Stream Deck is it does allow for multi-action. So with one button press, you can initiate a series of different actions. And here on my desk, I do have the 15 key version, but they also do sell the 6 key version, the 32 key version, and they just released the newest one with little knobs on its side. I don't personally use that, but I heard it's pretty good, and guess another option for you. Now number 4 on the list is for the console gamers out there, or at least the controller players out there, and that is this little red knob here. If you guys don't know what this is what you call a KontrolFreek. It gives you increased aim, and it looks kind of awkward, but trust me, it makes a huge difference in anybody who uses one. I've been using one for about 2 years now, and trust me when I say it makes a huge difference, and it is super cheap. So if you're getting your significant other like a gift already and you just want to give a little spruce on top, hey, give it to them. These things are like $10 to $20, super cheap, and it makes a world of a difference whenever you're playing. If you're wondering which one to get, definitely get the one that I have. I made a whole video on why this one specifically is the best. If you don't want to watch that, that's fine. Just get the KontrolFreek Inferno. It's the best one out there, and I highly recommend you get this one. Now with number 5, we're gonna stick along the category of controllers because I made a video about this recently, and it is ExtremeRate. ExtremeRate offers products that customize your current controller. ExtremeRate offers so many different pieces to customize your controller in so many different ways. I mean, every little thing on your controller can be customized. I kid you not, even like down to like the little PS5 logo. It could be customized. I made a video recently where I made metallic thumbsticks, I put short triggers on my controller, and I made a host of different things. Just a note though that ExtremeRate is for people that do know how to work a screwdriver, and I mean that by no offense, but I'm telling you, you do have to open up your controller to do different customizations. So if this person's scared of doing that, hey, this might not be the right gift. And that leads us to our, 6th point, which is HexGaming. So ExtremeRate, which is number 5 on the list, they actually make the parts for HexGaming controllers. So if this person that you're giving the gift for or yourself doesn't want to put together their own controller, well, why not they just buy it outright? You know, HexGaming controllers are for people that don't want to put together their own controller and they want somebody else to do it for them and make sure that it's done right. You buy a HexGaming controller. And there are so many different custom controller manufacturers out there, like Scuff Gaming, for example. But to me personally, I've used this controller and I've been using this for about a year now, and it's been fantastic. Hasn't broke on me. All the buttons are working perfectly, so I highly recommend it for anybody out there. Now, since we're on the topic of custom controllers, PlayStation did announce that they are releasing their own version of the custom controller. So I'm gonna call that 7B since it's kind of the same, but yeah, they are releasing their own, but I haven't personally used it myself, so I don't really want to tell you guys to go out and buy it because I don't know how it is, but I do hear good things about it. So keep that as another option as well. Now for number 7 on the list, we're gonna go to something a little bit different. Now, if you guys see in the top right corner, I don't know if it's top right or top left on your screen, but yeah, right over there, you see the little thing that's glowing red. Well, let me just show you. Yeah, this is my subscribe button, and this thing was bought from Etsy. And I highly recommend, if you guys want anything custom made, head on over to Etsy. They have so many different creators that make so many different things. And my girlfriend, or now I should say wife at the time, she got me that for Christmas and I absolutely love it. And maybe you're not sure what to get on Etsy, so what I do recommend is just buying an Etsy gift card for that person or whoever it may be. Definitely recommend it because you can get a lot of cool custom stuff from Etsy itself. And speaking of custom things, going on to number 8 on the list, yes, Fiverr. Oh my god, Fiverr has been a lifesaver for any type of content creator out there. I mean, I use it for my outro screen, I use it for my transition screen, and I even use it for my email signature. I have used so many things from Fiverr. I mean, those are the top 3 I just listed from my head, but I have been on Fiverr. I bought so many different things on Fiverr. Actually, like this subscribe button that you're seeing right now. Hey, I got that from Fiverr as well. And a lot of the things on Fiverr, you don't have to even break the bank for. There's a lot of creators out there that make things that are super cheap and super nice at the same time. So definitely head over to Fiverr as well. Now, one thing to note, unfortunately, Fiverr does not offer gift cards. So if you're not buying it outright, then can't give them a gift card, but it's definitely a great option and something that I use for so many different resources for my YouTube channel as well. Now, number 9 on the list, I'm going to talk about my Sabrent Rocket SSD. Now, if you don't know what this is basically an external SSD. It works with the PS5 and you can also use it for your PC as well. The speeds on it is comparable to the M.2 drive that is currently in the PS5. So basically what I'm saying is that it is super fast. So one of the best hard drives you could buy out there in the market, and it's great to have extra storage whenever you're playing games or you have a lot of files on your system. Definitely a good thing that I think everybody should have. Now, last but not least, number 10 is the Sabrent Rocket M.2 SSD for the PS5. Now, this drive here, it is one of the cheapest ones you can get for the PS5 while offering the same exact speeds as the Western Digital and the Samsung 980. And they also sell the heatsink that goes along with it, so it's not a bad option as well. And I think everybody needs an internal drive, not only for the space, because if you don't know, the PS5 is limited to 825 gigabytes, and games nowadays are super large, like they're almost getting up to like 200 gigabytes. So I highly recommend you get an internal drive, that way you have extra space for all your games. Super great brand, of course, another one I recommend. So these are my top 10 picks. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to help you out. And I also linked everything that I talked about in today's video in the description down below, so check that out. Of course, those links are affiliate links, so if you do click on it and you do buy something, it also helps out my channel to no extra cost to you. Now, if you're wondering what am I gonna get my significant other, I ain't giving her I'm gonna give her the world. She means everything to me. All the Target gift cards, anything she ever wants, I'm gonna give it to her. Even my paycheck, she deserves it.